Hi everyone, welcome to US Immigration Help channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to file Form I-130A, which is supplemental information for spouse beneficiary. This is a new version of I-130A, but just released by USCIS a couple weeks ago, and it will expire on the February 28, 2027. Do not file the old version of I-130 and I-130A. If you file the old version, it will be rejected. You must file the new version that expires on February 28, 2027. So if you are new to this channel, my name is Liman and I make videos for a family-based immigration to simplify the immigration process. If you watch my videos very carefully, you will make your immigration journey less stressful. I went through this process and I did it by myself. You can do it by yourself as well. I am not an attorney. I'm here to help you based on the information I have from USCIS website and also based on the instruction that comes with the form. So if you're ready, let's get started. As I mentioned before, this is a new version of I-130A. It will expire on the February 28, 2027. Make sure you file this version for both I-130 and I-130A. So the top part right here is for attorney to be completed by an attorney or accredited representative. Do not touch it if you did not use an attorney. So for us, we're gonna start where it says start here, type or print in a black ink. So we can do both. You can type when you print it. If you miss something, you can add it with a black ink, only black ink. So this video is gonna be very detailed about I-130A. So let's go to part 1. Information about you, spouse beneficiary. This form is for spouse beneficiary, means for the person still abroad, not the petitioner that he or she inside the United States. So this form it's for the beneficiary. At the end of the video, we're gonna talk who must file this form. I know it's for the beneficiary, but we're gonna talk for some scenarios at the end of this video. So part 1, information about you, spouse the beneficiary. 1, alien registration number, called A number, if any. If the beneficiary never been in the United States, means she or he does not have A number. Leave it blank. USCIS online account. If this spouse or the beneficiary does not have A number, means he does not have USCIS online account. Because to have USCIS online account, you must file a petition before. So since this person or the beneficiary does not have A number, means he does not have USCIS online account. Just 1 and 2, leave it blank, or when you print it, type here, write NA. For my personal experience, I left them blank when I filled this form for my spouse. So now we're gonna go to your full name. This is the beneficiary full name. Family name, it's Bushi. 3B is Nora, that's first name. Middle name, NA. Now let's go to address history. Now we're gonna provide the physical addresses for the last 5 years, whether inside or outside the United States. Provide your current address first. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in part 7, additional information. So we're gonna follow the instruction. We must provide the first current address. So this is, for me, it's gonna be abroad. This is for my spouse. So street number and name, this is address outside the United States. They're asking for both inside and outside the United States. But in my case, the beneficiary, it's still abroad. So it's gonna be outside the United States. So physical address 1, street number and name. 100 Hay El Masira. 4B, we don't have it. 4C, Kinefra. We don't have a state, we don't have a zip code, but we have a province, Kinefra, and the postal code is 54,000, and the country is Morocco. So now let's go from 5A, date from. It's gonna be that's the date we married, and she now start living in my house. It's gonna be January 1st, 2020 to present. Day 2 to present means it's still living there. Physical address. This is where she lived before she comes to my house, or basically before she get married. So physical address 2. Street number and name is 50 Hay Nassim. City or town Meknes. Province is Kinefra. Postal code is 54,000. Country is Morocco. I know these addresses change from country to country. Some countries have state, like United States, an example. They have a state and have zip code. But in some countries, like Canada and my country, they have instead province and they have postal code. So just put whatever you have in your address. 7A from 01/01/1990. That's since since her birth to the date I married her. So date 2, that's 01/01/2020. So this is more than 5 years, so it's good. We're not gonna add anything right here. So this is 5 years. They ask for 5 years, and this is more than 5 years. So now let's go to the last physical address outside the United States. Provide your last address outside the United States of more than 1 year, even if listed above. So they mentioned right here, you gotta follow the instruction. You must provide last address outside the United States. It doesn't matter if listed in the two physical address we just entered. So in my case, it's gonna be the last one. That is gonna be my home address where she is living right now. Is 10 Hay Masira. City or town is Kinefra. Province is Kinefra. Postal code is 54,000, and the country is Morocco. Now, date from it's 01/01/2020. 9B, day 2. This is what's confusing right. Do not put anything right here. Leave it blank, but when you print it, put right here present. It's gonna be identical to this one right here. See this one, because this is the last address. But here the Adobe does not gonna let you enter present right here because it wants like a letter. I'm sorry, numbers, digits. So just leave it blank, and once you print it, print right here to present. I hope I'm clearing this one because a lot of people ask me with this one. So now let's go about information about parent 1. We're gonna start from excuse me, dad. Family name, it's Bushi. 10B, it's Ali. Middle name, he does not have one. Date of birth is January 1st, 1960. He's a male. City, town, village of birth is Meknes. Country of birth is Morocco. City, town, village of residence is going to be Meknes. Country of residence is Morocco. Now let's go to parent number 2. It's going to be a mom. Family name, it's Baba. A given name is Fatima. Middle name is Inay. Date of birth is January 1st, 1970. She's a female. City, town, village of birth is Meknes. Country of birth is Morocco. City, town, village of residence is Meknes. Country of residence is Morocco. Let's go here to part 2 now. Information about your employment. Provide your employment history for the last 5 years, whether inside or outside the United States. Just I want to mention right here, my beneficiary is outside the United States. So provide your current employment first. If you are currently unemployed, type or print unemployed in the item number 1. They give you instruction right here. If the beneficiary is not employed, type in item number 1 under employment history, unemployed, and you're done with employment. You don't have to enter anything if you enter right here employed. If you need extra space, in case your the beneficiary has employment history and you have more than one employer, and you need to enter some more information about the employers, you can use Part 7, additional information. So for us, employer number 1, my spouse, she is not employed. So I'm going to type right here, unemployed. I'm not done with employment. Employer number 2, part information about your employment. We're not going to do nothing. Now, let's go to part number 3, information about your employment outside the United States. Provide your last occupation outside the United States if not shown above. If you never worked outside the United States, provide this information in the space provided in Part 7, additional information. So for me, number 1, name of employer or a company is an A. I put an A because my spouse, she never worked, and I'm going to give explanation in additional page right here. I go right here, additional page, that's the one right here. Page number is 3, part number is 1, item number is 1. I think part number is 2 right here. I don't remember, to be honest with you. Let's go check it. I think it's part 2. Yeah, information about employment. It's part 3. Part 3. Page 3, part 3, I'm sorry, right here. Item number 1. And then explanation. She never worked. I was a full-time student. And simple. Now, let's go back to our form right here, which is part 3. I put in A right here, and I give the reason. My spouse never worked. She was a full-time student. Now, we go to part 4, spouse beneficiaries, statement, contact information, certification, and signature. You're going to read, and they give you a note right here, read the penalties section of the Form I-130 and Form I-130A instruction before completing this part. It is a punishment by law, to lie about these forms, I-130 and 130A. So, spouse beneficiary statement. Select the box for either item number 1A or 1B. If applicable, select the box for item number 2. So here, I'm going to talk about 2 scenarios. One, if the beneficiary filed this form, then if the beneficiary filed this form, the beneficiary must sign this form. What most will happen is the petitioner send this form to the petitioner abroad, then the beneficiary file it, and then sign it, and then send it back, scan it, and send it back to the petitioner. I'm going to talk about that case first. So now the beneficiary filed this form. I can read and understand English, and I have read and understand every question and instruction on this form and may answer to every question. Means the beneficiary filed this form. So the beneficiary did not use interpreter, and it did not use prepare. So we're gonna go now. The beneficiary telephone number. We're gonna 212. Spouse is sb@gmail.com. So we're gonna go now. I'm gonna date it, today's date, and then once I print it, I'm gonna sign it with a black ink, then scan it and send it to the petitioner in United States to attach it to I-130. That's the first case. Now let's talk about the second scenario, where the petitioner filed this form. Now we cannot check this box right here. We can't. Now we're gonna go to second part. Number 2, at my request, to prepare in part 6, prepare this form for me based only upon the information I provide or authorized. My example is going to be Sliman. That's the prepare name. Now we're going to go to this. Should not be signed. It has to be kept blank because the beneficiary did not prepare this form. petitioner this time or a prepare. It could be another prepare, not just a petitioner. File this form. We're gonna go to the prepare part. This is interpreter. Part 6, contact information, declaration, signature of the person preparing this form. We're gonna go to part 6. Prepares family name. It's Baker, which is me. First name is Timan. I'm her spouse. Prepare business is NA. It does not let me put a letter. What I'm going to do right here, I'm going to leave it blank, but once I print it, I'm going to put in A. But usually what I do, I put just in A like this. When I print it, I put a slash right here. So prepare meaning address. You're going to put your address. I live in 100 Robert Run. City or town is Indianapolis. State is Indiana. Zip code is 46254. The country is USA automatically. It's going to populate it once you select the state. So prepares daytime telephone number. I put my phone number. This is United States phone number. And my email. Now prepare statement. I am not an attorney or accredited representative, but have prepared this form on behalf of the spouse beneficiary and with the spouse beneficiary consent. So basically, I got all the information from my spouse and I filled this form. As I mentioned before, it could be the petitioner or any prepare, because a lot of people, they pay somebody else, to prepare this form for them. So one thing, it is very important right here. If you use a prepare, the prepare must sign this form and date it. That's the most important. So prepare signature must be signed with a block ink right here and date it. I hope I'm clear this one, because I'm making this video based on the question I had before. So the beneficiary can file this form, sign it, and then send it back to the petitioner and upload it, and then send it with the I-130, or upload it if you file I-130 online. If you use the prepared, you are within the United States, and you, as a petitioner, you file this petition based on the information you got from your spouse. It's okay with that, but you gotta put your information as well right here, and then you sign it with a black ink. But the part for the beneficiary, you gotta leave it blank. Do not sign it. You gotta sign just only one part, prepare signature. Now, additional information I want to mention right here, because a lot of people ask me this question. For address, sometimes it's too long and you don't have enough room to add the whole address. I'm going to show you right here an example right here. I'm going to do just one, just to make it clear for everybody. This is the address right here. For example, 1 is too long. So what I did right here, I put just partial address, and I go back to the additional information and I add it. What is additional information right here? Page number is 1, part number is 1, item number is 4A, and I put the whole address right here, and you're good to go. So it is very simple. So now let's talk about, when you file an I-130, you got to remember, I-130 must go with I-130. You cannot send I-130 alone. You must file both I-130 and I-130A. If you send only I-130, your petition will be rejected. There is no doubt about it. It will be rejected. So also, you must add the supporting document that goes with both form, I-130 and I-130A. I will have a video for I-130 that have everything, I-130, I-130A, and the supporting document, and where to send. So this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell. Thank you, and see you next video.